All right. Well, in any case, let's go ahead and move on here because we did take an awful long time there, and we still have a dating sim to wreck. So we're gonna quickly change our little image here of our yapping dog, so we know that we're in dating simulator territory.
Also,
No, no,
remember,
no.
we're 13 plus, so wink.
What is that yapping dog from?
Actually,
It's from a Tumblr.
it was from
Like,
a Tumblr called a Winona Tumblr that unfortunately hasn't updated in like 2 to 3 years, so it's probably dead.
Okay, because I wasn't sure. It was making me think of the House Pets comics.
I don't blame you on that one.
Because it looked
Yeah.
like the main character King.
All right, and as we mentioned, this is Ponytail Adventures. This is the safe for work version.
Or no, he wasn't main. He was one of the mains. There was a lot of characters in that.
And of course, this is its point 3. Okay, let's quickly go over the settings. We just want to make sure that the audio. Oh, the global audio is really low, so we should be good.
So we're going to go and have Pinkie Pie date Pinkie Pie, right?
Well, let's see.
Yes.
Let's see what options it gives us. Let's start playing. This actually can be ran as an executable. I just decided to use a web browser to save a little time and effort. What is your name, traveler? My name? Oh yes, of course. My name is
So again,
George
you know what to
Harrison
do.
is second.
Lord Gets the Mares.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, that'll work.
I am Lord Gets the Mares. Of course. Ah, Lord Gets the Mares. We expect wonderful things from you. Welcome. Click, clack, click, clack. Train. The blaring of the train's whistle jostles you awake. The rheumatic thumping as it chugged along must have made you nod off sometime in the night, even with all the excitement stirring in your head. If the scenery outside the nearby window is any indication, it seems the train is slowing down ever so slightly. You can't help but think you forgot something as you yawn and rub the sleep from your eyes with a hoof. It takes your eyes a moment to adjust to the brightness sunbeams that gently fill the cheerfully decorated compartment with a soft morning glow. Good thing the weather ponies are better at waking up on time than you are. Oh no! What time is it? Bolting upright in your seat, you finally realize what you had forgotten. Today is the day you finally move to your new home. Wait, where are my saddlebags? And you can see them right here. And we can look at the window. There's rolling treetop hills just beyond the meadows. They speed by as the train rolls down the tracks. It's great that each seat has its own window. Watching the scenery pass by helps me fall asleep on long rides. So there's actually 2 saddlebags. You can actually see the one right here on the chair, and then there's one right underneath. I'm going to go with the underneath one because it seems sneaky. Ah, there they are, I think. Yeah, why not? These look right. It took months of planning, but as soon as you had enough bits for a one-way ticket, you knew exactly where you wanted to go. You reach into your saddlebag and pull out the travel brochure you've been studying for the past 2 weeks. Ponyville, the friendliest place in all of Equestria. From the rolling hills to the bustling town square, Ponyville is a town that has it all. Ponyville is a quaint township surrounded by meadows and farms, where hard-working ponies cultivate some of the Equestria's favorite foods. Oats, hay, and delicious sugar from those fantastic sugar cubes are just some of the many crops grown locally. And of course, the sweet treat that Ponyville is famous for, apples. Though Ponyville may seem like a simple village, it's also home to a lively downtown scene. Visit farmers as they sell their wares in the village square, or perhaps trot down to the market district and visit some of the wonderful local shops. If it's excitement you want to look for, blah 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 stable center area show rings. Blah 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 princess castle. Blah 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 she's a princess. Blah 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 friendship. Blah 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 twilight sparkle. Blah 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 duties. Blah 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 adventure in the forest. You're going to die if you go out there, but we're gonna make it sound awesome. Blah 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 blah. The Ponyville Chamber of Commerce urges mill ponies not to actually venture into the Everfree Forest without a proper guide. Safety best. I think. It is honestly ridiculously hard for me to read that, and I have my face glued to the screen.
Are you supposed to be reading all of this, or are you supposed to just breeze this right by?
I'm trying to. Flat fields. No, happy night. Pony sounds amazing, Cal, but when your pony feels everything the brochure made it out to be. Train noises. The train whistles. We're at the window. Friendly, warm, exciting. Sound of dinging. We're finally getting there. Train lurching to a sudden stop. Cheeks flush red. We are trying to get to some story here. I gotta give them credit. They at least give you a good warm-up, but wow. And instead, focus towards the car, and he stands beside the open door, his expression thoughtful as he gazes at his pocket watch. Last stop! Ponyville! Have a fantastic day! And if you missed your stop, the train will be running again in 2 hours, making a round trip back to Canterlot. The conductor hums a happy tune as he opens the door, allowing the passengers to disembark. You suck in a breath as you stand up from your seat. Your legs feel like jelly as your anticipation reaches fever pitch. Here I go. Swinging your saddlebags across your back, you let a small sigh. At least their familiar weight feels reassuring as you slowly edge your way up the aisle. The large crowd streams out the door in sequence until, finally, you find yourself exiting the train as well. The warm morning sun shines down and across the threshold, across the train platform. You squint your eyes and adjust to the brightness. You and your fellow passengers are met with a swarm of ponies standing in a semicircle beneath a cloth banner held aloft by striped poles adorned with ornaments of gold finials. Festive balloons float along the breeze, sun rays shining through, vibrant shifting colors, remind you kaleidoscopes and motions. Distinctly hoofed-round banner says, "Welcome to Ponyville," in brightly letters. Good afternoon, ponies! A beige pony with bifocals and wispy gray mane steps forward in the semicircle. Her beaming grin pushes aside all thoughts of wonderment as you can't help but smile to yourself. My name is Mel Mel. Vote for me. She speaks cheerfully, drawing a hoof across her body and motioning towards the other ponies behind her. My humble staff and I would like to welcome you all to Ponyville. They will be your servants. Looking around, you notice that they are joined alongside the passengers of the train. The two share your beaming smile and fascinated gaze. The crowd talks among themselves in giddy whispers and giggles as they begin to meander forward to greet and be greeted by the mayor and her assistants. Soon the queue of sorts has begun to form, and you find yourself in a little group, barely able to contain the grin on your face that dawns on you. You finally made it. You finally made it! Excuse me, sir? You're broken from your thoughts by the mayor, who stifles a laugh as she realizes he caught you off guard. Oh, my apologies. Still a distance oriented from your travels. You can't help it being tactful. She really thinks you're out of it. Maybe you are. Right away, you take a fancy to the mayor. Perhaps it's the way she talks, or maybe it's a sensible yet genial look about her, or perhaps she simply stands out as the icon of you having finally made it to where you truly want to be. Whatever the reasoning, your smile only grows bigger. Yes, I'm just a little worn out from my trip. You reply, chuckling. You can feel yourself blushing, probably straight through your coat. I'm just so glad you finally made it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just start skipping through till we get to a little more here. You're here, we're here, hooray, I hope you're here. Eyes wide in shock. Incoming! Following your gaze, you happen to see a shadowy figure descending upon the two of you. Or more accurately, on you. I'm just gonna let this image.
Cannonball!
I'm just gonna let this image burn into everybody's eyes here for a moment. And we got landed on with a ponk. We got hit by a ponk. Your saddlebags and the contents across the platform. We are knocked out. Every last bit of air. We're tunneled and desperately trying to catch breath. Welcome to Ponyville. Pinkie Pie has killed us. Despite the proverbial cranial damage, a bright pinky on top of your head rings as she leaves her grating. Rapidly blinking, shaking your head. You feel your nose brush against something fluffy. It smells like cotton candy or cupcakes. It's just like said as you find the pony sitting on your chest with her back to you. The fluffy sensation on your snout is her pink poofy tail, which complements her equally pink poofy pink mane.
Wow, so her rear smells good. Cool.
Oh, her tail does at least.
Was close enough to to begin. Okay.
Remember, everybody, this is innocent. She's sitting on her chest. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
until you get the other version.
Yeah.
By the way, second, be happy your character didn't go through this.
And, of course, now your cheeks are burning bright red. Pinkie Pie. Yes? Please get off Mr. Lord Gets the Mares. Huh?
Boss, you have just made yourself much more funnier.
Pink Pony, Pinkie Pie turned her head and looked at you, her voluminous pink tail. Instead of moving, however, she just smiles. A smile so bright and cheerful, completely genuine, that you briefly forget that she sees you as a crash pad. Or the fact that your face is buried in her tail. There's so much wrong with this imaging. Ooh.
And yet, this
oh
is
god,
the
it keeps
safer
getting
word
worse!
version.
Every time I click, it gets worse!
Again, this is in the safer word version.
Yes. Nice to meet you, Lord Gets the Mares. Pinkie, could you at least let the gentle cold up before you... I don't mean
By
to
the
drag
way,
quite
second,
drip.
that was where one of the hyphens was in play.
The Twilight Sparkle, Princess of Friendship, Twilight Sparkle. She turns her head and looks at a corner of your eye. Your heart skips a beat when her eyes lock onto yours. She wiggles her rump like a playful pouncing kitten before bouncing up and off of your chest. She wiggles her rump. We just read that.
Yep.
Instinctively, you take a deep breath. This is not helping! Take a deep breath and slowly sit upright. Air lingers with a sugary scent. Bean looks down at you between her legs. You can't but smile as you stare back, trying to catch your breath. Hi down there. You look like you could use a hoof.
Hey, Cole, did you draw something like this once?
Suddenly, you're whisked by a hoof into a crushing bear hug from the pink poofy mared pony, maned. Oh, whatever. Head startling, stick to my landing, Mr. Lord Gets all the mares. She giggles, gives a final gentle squeeze at her before losing her hoof user and ballerina-esque spin away from her. And now we are finally off of all the crazy scenes that make us question.
By the way, if this is the safer word version, I want.
Next
to
time
know
I'll
the
just
other
hoof it like
version.
every pony else. She laughs and snorts as she covers from the spin. Teeter on top of her bed as your rear hoof finds stable ground, shaking your head to dispel the dizziness. Find your saddlebag thrust back thrust upon your back, getting you back on all fours. And Pinkie Pie slips cheerfully, slips a few belongings back in your bags, patting them gently before she fastens them tight. As good as yummy gummy gumdrops. How is she so fast? What just happened? Mara sighs before patting her on the shoulder, bringing your attention back to her. Yes, well, now you've met Pinkie Pie, the assistant of our town's most talented bakers, the Cakes, and a party pony of the highest regard across all of Equestria. Ah. Please, Mare, only you could make a pink pony blush. Pinkie smiles sheepishly as she gently taps the wooden platform with her hoof. Everybody thinks very highly of you, Miss Pie, including this proud mare. And in time, I'm sure Mr. Lord Gets the Mares will have a similarly high opinion of you and your close circle of friends, who I'm certainly hoping he gets to meet very soon. Wait a minute. Are you saying, yes, Miss Pie, Lord Gets the Mares here intends on becoming a resident of Ponyville? The pink pony gasps. I think she sat on something. Probably a pencil from the expression on her face. Knocked back on her haunches by the confirmation, her eyes sparkling as she clutches her face in her hooves with a look of unbridled excitement and happiness. Run for your lives. You didn't tell me our new ponies to really welcome to the town. I don't have that many. I don't even have my party cannon, greeting wagon, cake-making, fast-baking confetti shooter, or cake-making, fast-baking confetti shooter accessories. This won't do. This just won't do. Miss Pie, I'm sure we can. I have to go get it. Pinkie. A mere cry is unheard of as a cloud of dust shaped like Pinkie Pie's body evaporated into thin air, already a speck on the horizon before you realize she left. You only catch a brief glimpse of her poofy tail as she disappears behind a corner of a distant building. Only one can wonder where she's off to. Oh dear. Well, Mr. Lord Gets the Mares, it looks like you might be seeing a lot more of Pinkie Pie in the near future. Even with a gentle smile, you can't help but feel wary as the mare could possibly be hinting at. What do you mean by that, Ms. Mare? Oh, don't worry about that, Mr. Lord Gets the Mares. It's nothing, really.
Silently, something says, run.
The expression sells it. The expression sells it so stupidly well.
Run, you fools.
Now, where was I? She taps her chin as she looks away from me in a moment of thought. Oh, yes. I'll be conducting a guided tour of the town here in a moment. I'm sure you'll have a great time. We'll see you shortly, Lord Gets the Mares. Performs a polite curtsy before heading down the platform steps. You can see butterflies welling up in your stomach as you think of meeting all the other friendly ponies in town. If they're anywhere near as pleasant as Mare, then you've found paradise. I better make sure Pinky found all my stuff before I go. Is there anything left on this platform? I got the Ponyville map! And there's a Pinkie Pie.
Well, I know what I'm avoiding.
Please do stop by later, though. I would like to know what you personally think of our town. And of course, there's a small matter of where you'll be staying as well. You can feel your cheeks turn red as you gingerly take the map from the mayor. Take care, Mr. Lord Gets the Mares. I'll see you again very soon. Sounds great. Alright, so looking on the floor, we see a cupcake. No, a muffin. You look like somebody abandoned this poor little pastry in the excitement rush to get to the tour of the town. You wish to adopt this muffin? Yes, we are adopting the muffin. Still warm and fresh. To-do list. Welcome ponies. Ponyville tour. Question. Profit! This looks a pretty important planning document. Belongs to one of the mayor's advisors. Should I return this to him right now? Okay. But yeah, we're gonna explore the platform a little more here. Mayor and assistant certainly pulled out all the stops. Welcome to Ponyville. Banner's amazing. Was even amazing on standing up on its own without any ropes or anything. And how those balloons are just kind of floating in place like the... Suddenly the banner collapses as some of the balloons catch a warm gust and sail up into the clouds. Another deflates as two seem unsure of what they should be doing. Talk about an amazing coincidence. Can't help but feel someone responsible for the banner falling over all of a sudden, yet at the same time, it's just a coincidence, pure and simple. It just so happened to fall over the exact moment you mentioned anything about it. It's not like I went over there and personally knocked it over or anything, right? Alright, let's just take the clipboard now. Grab the clip. As you trot down the steps to the tourist, you spot the mayor conversing with two of her assistants, the trio talking among themselves. What, Raven? I'm sure it's somewhere. Our mayor of pale coat and dark mane looked panicked, adjusting her thick-rimmed glasses as she searches all around. It was just here. I'm sorry, Mel. The assistant, the stallion of tan coat and equally neutral mane, pats the mayor on the back. Miss Turner, if you could you help Raven try to find the clipboard? The mayor looks out of the situation already, though she forces a smile at her assistant. Yes, please. As the two assistants start the search, the mayor locks eyes with you. She gives a tired, silent sigh. You approach the group with a smile of regardless. Excuse me. The mayor lifts her ear as she turns towards you. Oh, Lord Gets the Mares. Are you here for the tour? You can sign it with either my assistants, Raven Inkwell, or Time Turner. The mayor motions to each of them in turn. The mayor, Raven, gives a forced smile, while the stallion Time Turner raises a hoof in a more congenial greeting. You wave back to each of them before turning to the mayor once more. Well, yes, but first you said you were missing a clipboard. Have you seen it? You be set upon by Raven, the mayor looking desperate. Yes, here it is. You can't pull the clipboard out fast enough, giving a nervous smile to the mayor. She takes it from you and whispered, "Thank you." As the mayor promptly hugs it to her chest, her eyes closed as she smiles. Well then, it's a good thing Lord Gets the Mares was here, wasn't it? Says a giggle from Raven, blushes while Time Turner just chuckles. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and kick it up a little bit notch here. Let's see. Look at the Ponyville. This is the plants. Green, rushing, sweeping. Here's apples. Here's more apples. Here's an apple sign. Ooh, wow, look at the sign. Here's an apple barn. You couldn't tell, can you? And, of course, here's the Apple Jacks. You wait back to the filly. Several of the other crowd members join after you start. She smiles and sips up right in preparation of a speech. Fillies and gentle please clap your hooves together for our very own Applejack. The crowd stamps their hooves in unison, and you stamp along with them. Gentle polite, rumbling greetings from the farmer. She turns to file the other hoof. Oh, shucks, Miss Mayor, thanks for the greeting. That was making a sweep of the very strong Mayor. You said, "Hi, I'm Applejack. Welcome to the crowd. If anything you need, this is my apple farm. Get the buck off my property. My little sister is not for sale. Apples are my thing. Apples, apples, apples. A super duper deal for today. And they actually are selling apples. That's right, everything 20% off. Oh no, tourist trap. Who said that? Anyway, feel free to take a gander and let us know if you find something you like. Welcome to Ponyville and all. Thank you, Applejack, Apple Bloom, Big Macintosh. Let's give the apples one more round of applause for having us here today. Group kicks them out of cloud of dust, so their hooves right down in the glamorous glee. Apples give a polite bow. So many apples. Let's talk to Applejack. The Strongbow Mayor explains a few things and some of the tourists gesturing beyond the farmhouse through the fields. In that tale, we lost a whole crop of corn. Popcorn? All of it? Yes, sir. Took us almost 2 weeks to eat it all up, too. Well, all the stuff that wasn't drenched in chocolate milk. Sure. I hope that Discordville never makes a round to our cottage. Who knows what he'd do to our prize azaleas? He ain't nothing to worry about these days. He's a bit of a trickster, but he ain't bad no more. That's a relief. Applejack looks beyond the chattering patron, notice you approaching. Her sun-kissed cheeks are parted by a genuine smile. Howdy, partner. She extended her hoof, which she's taken her own. She gives you a strong, firm hoof shake. Her strength is surprising. She shakes you to your very core. See anything you like? How about this gorgeous apple I'm shaking hooves with right now? Do you have any recommendations? That's some hoof shake. Can I have another? Okay, I'm going to go for the overly flirty answer because that's what we do here. She gives you an uncertain smile, her head turning back and forth with some other customers. She visits with one of the baskets of apple flaps between you and her. Apples, she said. You got plenty of apples right here. Take your pick. I'm going to boop her on the nose. You reach over to the top bushel and boop her square on the nose. She says, blink at you for a moment, then glowers. Look, I appreciate it, Jester Han. It's something I'm running on the mill farm filly sitting around looking over for a coat friend. If you ain't gonna buy nothing, then please make room for some of the others. While Apple giggles at a flister, their brother, Big Macintosh, is giving you a stare down, doesn't seem too enthused by your honesty. Applejack looks like Big Tense. Give her a quick smooch, or that's enough space for now. Oh god, I'm gonna kill myself, aren't I? I'm gonna give her a quick smooch. You catch her by surprise and plant a smooch on her freckled cheek. She feels very warm to her coat, as soft as velvet against your... What the hey? Did you just... Applejack is immediately in a huff. She looks around in shock, then her eyes narrowed at yours. You can practically see daggers in her eyes. Why, Ayata? This doesn't seem to be quite the reaction you're hoping for. Her cheeks look as if they contain two raging, angry coals. You're barely able to get a glimpse of the raging apple seller as her hoof rockets across the stall counter before it cracks you across the jaw. The crowd gasps as you tumble backwards in a dazed stupor. Applejack! You fall back over the blow, apples swimming in your vision. Please, don't harm my guests. Your vision wobbles as you see the mayor starting to lean to Applejack, who snips back just as hard. It ain't right, Mayor. He stole a kiss. You're up. Kiss stealer. Vision starts to come back as the mayor stomps a hoof. There, that may be, but no violence in our tour. I'll take care of this, okay? The mayor turns to Raven, time turning up you to your hooves with an expression like ice. She speaks. Lord gets the mayor's. What you did was very rude. I expect you to behave while you were on this tour, understand? Yes, Mayor. Just that, the mayor is smiling. I won't scold you more than this. I think that bump will be a reminder enough, don't you think? You nod your head, the ache already building. That was a strong hoof that hit you. Very well, my ponies. So let's spoil the day. We've got to share with you all. We just ended up kissing Applejack and getting beat for it.
But you got the kiss, which means we did the.
You step up to the stall, jaw aching from the bump. Miss it. Find yourself face to face with the upset, blushing Applejack. Orange man narrows eyes. Look at the mayor. Mayor steps aside. Let's give Mayor Applejack his base. She's right. Let's not poke sleeping tigers. Small feeling gives you a glower sense and probably ignores you. Guess she's upset with me right now. As he approaches the cheerful stallion, his eyes gazing you with the weight of 1,000 hay bales. So, about the apples. The imitating sound simply sticks your eyes, his eyes boring holes. Anxiety builds within. Before you know what's going on, he takes a step away from the stall. Yeah, apparently I pissed them all off, so I guess we're moving on.
So now you can't romance Big Mac.
Yeah.
You messed it all up. You gotta start again.
Well, Lord Gethsemir's wasn't exactly the best pony in the world, and I probably am going to start. Well, let's continue on with the tour. Mary leads to down the farm towards the meadows. Summertime song, deep breath, fresh air. This is paradise. And another to the princess's castle. You gotta go cheerful. It's been continued to trot path. The pony seems interested. Oh, this is nice, such a break from Manhattan. Looks so peaceful and quiet. You feel giddy with excitement as some charming abodes come into view. You have heard about the traditional customs in the house, but this is the first time you had a chance to see it up close. No bricks, no mortar, just straw and wood. It feels warm and inviting. The group trots until it reaches an elaborate building near the end of the road. And we're going to Carousel Boutique. Alright, and of course, Rarity. Welcome to Carousel Boutique. The fashionista strikes a passing pose and tourists start to make us photogenic. Camera's going.
It's interesting seeing that they're using models kind of based off the
Movies.
You know what? I got clobbered by Applejack. Let's go ahead and whistle.
well, not like Rainbow Road Trip style. Or that was movie as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was
Yeah.
based off the movie art style, yeah.
I guess it's not quite as stylized as the movie was, but yeah. They have the kind of same eyes.
Although that Sweetie Belle that just popped up on the side there looked like it was just a vector.
Well,
You can only do
she
so
got
much.
popped up and then got kicked away, apparently. There it is. Rarity, you're supposed to hold the door open. Oh. No, apparently she got the door slammed in her face by accident. Oh,
That's what kids are for.
The group turns him out, continues down the path. Rarity scrambles to open up the door to the shop. She rushes inside. Oh, I'm sorry, Sweetie Belle. Didn't mean to let go of the door. Well, maybe if you didn't kick your heels and pose for the tourists. I said I'm sorry. It's just a habit of mine. I really didn't mean to let go. Lovely exchange. It continues as they head down the road. And then to the cute little ornamental fountain. And then, boop. Sorry, be more careful. Running into things, Bunny Parents, Pegasus. And, Fluttershy. Okay. Oh, yeah, the door slam apparently reverted her back to her previous vector. So, Sweetie Belle got hit so hard by the door she movie-styled. And now we see Fluttershy running around, trying to catch animals. She fell, is all embarrassed, gets introduced. Hey, welcome. And now covering with her wings.
Yeah, doing the usual style of introduce all the characters in the first act, and then
Yeah.
second act you actually get to start actually making choices that are
Hopefully consequential and not the fact that I screwed up on Applejack and got beat the crap out of.
sometimes first act decisions can make an effect.
But it's very rarely.
And, yep, now we go over
I'm
to
just
here.
thinking of one game where, yeah, you can lock out one option just by a simple choice.
And, of course, we see Pinkie Pie
And
with the
it's
cakes.
not that obvious.
Hmm.
So yeah, Pinkie, yeah, it's me, except for that one time I wasn't. Lots of crazy stuff. Foreboding, let's see. Apparently she gave us a cupcake and then immediately pincered us to ask how we liked it.
That sounds like a Pinky kind of thing to do.
And she asked why we gave her. Sorry for landing back on the platform because you like me, because I'm moving soon. Because you like me. Of course I like you. You're my newest best friend. Plus you're halfway off the ground, hugging you so tight. And it's not all. Come on, guess. Because I'm moving soon. Let's see, because I'm going to... Yep, because you're going to be my newest neighbor. Oh, shit.
You're dead.
What oh shit.
Okay, I'm going to stop at this image here. We got to actually get moving on to the video.
No!
We gotta move on.
Yeah,
That is...
yes. This is perfect. And this is just...
Suspense.
But yeah, there's a lot to go on with this. Whoever did this did it really, really well. I did not expect it to be this in depth.
Those... Both of their facial expressions, and just not in the house. That is the perfect kind of weird caption.
But yeah, be sure to check it out. It is in the show notes. It's up to you on which version you want to do. But it does look like a lot of fun either way, so I don't think you can go wrong whichever one you decide.